I'm Blair Winters. I'm going to be giving you some feedback on your site, Narrable. First of all, I think the name is really cool. I think it's catchy. I like the idea of this site. I think it's a very simplistic idea, just adding sound to images, but I think there's a lot you can do with it, and really it opens itself up to a lot of creativity. Looking at your homepage here, I love that you started with this video here with a wedding. I think this is a good hook for people coming to the site, because my sister just got married. When I watched this, I immediately thought, oh, I could do this for my sisters. I don't like that the get started thing button, I can't see it when I'm just on the page like this and you scroll down. I think it might be better to have that button on top or on off to the side, so that after people watch the video they can immediately get started if they like. Scrolling down, I think you've done a good job with the marketing down here with the start, narrate, and share. I think that the graphics are really clean, really simplistic. You have an image, and then you have a little bit of text supporting what each image says. I like that. I like that you've put symbols here to go with people who could use it. Starting with the pricing, 5 free Narrables for free. Would have been nice if there's a few more of those for free. When I look at your pricing plans, being that I am an educator, it would be nice if you had an educator's account for like a pricing plan. Something where, I don't know what you'd want to charge, but something where teachers could have their own accounts and be able to make lessons for their students. You might also think about having, as part of that plan, student accounts where teachers could make accounts for their students. That brings me to sign up. I signed in using my email, which is fine. But if we are going to have students use this account, some schools like mine do not allow students to use their personal email to make accounts for different websites. So you might want to think about if you can create a way for students to make accounts, or I'm sorry, teachers to make accounts for their students. Now when I go to the create page and upload here, I like that you can upload directly from your computer. That's really nice. I like that you can browse Facebook. It might be also good to think about adding Flickr here. As an art teacher, one way I might use Narrable, or I was thinking I could use Narrable, was for tutorials for how to create a certain art project or to show a certain technique. I think that would be really valuable to me to help my students, because sometimes kids are absent and I could just show them the Narrable video, or I could leave it as part of subplans. When I upload it, I just made a file of all of the photos, easily uploaded. I think most people would approach it in the same way. I want to be able to click on my Narrables right now, and I cannot. I have to click cancel to do that. I wish that I could do that. So here's my Narrable. So my thought was to use this to make a tutorial, but I cannot figure out how to order these. So that might be something that you think about, so that you can have an option to, if you want them to go in a certain order to tell a story. I did have to do that. I used it to teach my students how to draw a room in perspective. When I got to this page and all my pictures were uploaded, I appreciate that there was a little pop-ups prompting me for how to use Narrable. I like that I can resize the photo, I can move the photo, I can set it as a cover, or I can just get rid of it altogether.
Looking at your drawing, the square in the back.
One criticism about the sound, I know it says that, I like that you can upload from, or you can do sound from a microphone, or you can do it from your cell phone, or you can upload audio. I think the sound quality could be improved a little bit, because it does sound like you're talking on the phone. Not really a big deal with my age group, but if I was using this on a more professional level, I'm not sure if I would for that reason. I like that I have the options to share it if I want to use social network, or I can embed it right in my blog. But overall, I like the product. I like how it works. I like that I can definitely have some application for it in my classroom. One other way I think I might use it is to have students create their own portfolio of their artwork. So I might have them upload an image of their artwork, and then they could talk about it, and it could kind of be used as an online portfolio. But overall, I think Narrable's pretty cool. I think it's something I could definitely use in my classroom. So thank you for sharing that with me, and I look forward to seeing your version that comes out in the fall.